What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here. So in this video, I was going to finally try out Mataiodoxia, and I was just hopping into a solo GM just to get some footage with it, just to kind of show how good it was, and I wound up beating the GM in a little over 21 minutes. So as a result, I didn't do an intro showing my build, so I'll just quickly go over it now. I'm using Song of Flame because the Nightfall has Solar and Arc Surge, Healing Rift, Strafe Glide, Arcane Needle, Healing Grenades. I don't know if Bleak Watcher makes all the grenades the same cooldown. Let me know down below if it does. I know it does on Stasis, but I don't know if it does on Prismatic. I assume it does, but either way, that's why I had a Healing Grenade on, because it has the lowest cooldown. Hellion, just for some Scorch. Bleak Watcher, because slow is really good because there's lots of overloads in this GM. Facet of Sacrifice, Facet of Hope, Facet of Solitude, Facet of Balance, Facet of Dawn, and Facet of Protection. So this gives me some damage resistance, and Facet of Dawn is kind of a no-brainer because we're trying to use our Arcane Needle as much as possible, because like I said, we have Mataiodoxia on. Targets damaged by Arcane Needle emit a suspending detonation when defeated, and landing multiple Arcane Needles on the same target immediately triggers a larger, more powerful detonation. Defeating suspended targets grants melee energy. Your Arcane Needles are strong against barrier champions. So this exotic actually does a lot, and this was my first time using it, and you'll see in the gameplay, it's not perfect gameplay. I do mess some things up. I have time dilation on, even though I don't really have anything. Like I said, I literally just kind of slapped together a build and was trying to get some footage, so this isn't perfectly optimized. Probably should have had like distribution, and I guess I could keep powerful attraction, but yeah, time dilation was doing nothing for me. Anyways, then I've got Blast Furnace with Kinetic Tremors and One for All, Unexpected Resurgence, Impulse Amplifier, Volt Shot, so this is a really good roll. Even got the Reload Speed Masterwork. Impulse Amplifier helps me reload quicker, and then I've got Frenzy or Volt Shot. Volt Shot obviously being really nice with all the adds and the overloads. And then Thunderlord, because again, Arc Surge is on, and it stuns overload champions. So anyways, enjoy the gameplay. Alright, so here's the run. I'm just going to speed this part up because if you watch solo GMs, you've probably seen this a million times this week. I always wait right here, and then you can run up and do the Warsat. So like I said, I was literally just getting footage for Mataiodoxia, so I wasn't really planning on uploading this, but it was a pretty nice run, so I figured I would anyways, just to show the build in action. I will make a build video on it at some point when I get time. But yeah, it was nice to use glaives again. I hate that my melee hit that piece of the ship. That actually kind of screwed me because I could have suspended everything. So as you saw, it kind of marks a target. When you kill that marked target, it creates a suspending burst. So I could have suspended a bunch of those adds, but unfortunately wasn't able to because it hit the piece of the ship. And then there, my glaive projectile hits the Bleak Watcher, which will also be a theme in this run. I hit the Bleak Watcher a lot. But I like running Bleak Watcher and Hellion just for like extra chip damage because there's so many adds in this. And look, I already have my Transcendence. So yeah, this build gets Transcendence like crazy. And it's really nice because when you're Transcendent, then you're able to spam your melees. And of course that Overload Captain jumps away just as I was about to stun it. And these other ships spawned in because I stood in the middle for too long. So I played this really, really horribly. Like about as bad as you can. Because now these Vandals are coming in, but this is where it's nice that I have a glaive, so I can just kind of stand in there and deal with them. And then there, I'm not used to running healing grenades, so I just chuck a healing grenade at this resilient captain. So yeah, some pretty brutal gameplay here, but it is what it is. We recover. But yeah, these ships are super annoying, and I honestly expected Blast Furnace to take out their guns a little quicker. But right there you could see just how much damage Thunderlord puts in with Arc Surge. It absolutely chewed through that Overload Captain. We kill it in one stun easily. I also have Facet of Dawn, so I'm getting Radiant when I throw my melee, so I had Radiant there. I unraveled it because of the Arcane Needle melee. So yeah, just very, very good. And then finally, I'm like, okay, I gotta deal with these guns because they're an issue. Unfortunately, I'm low on glaive ammo, and like I said, this blast furnace takes forever to take it out. Vorpal weapon does work on those ships, so yeah, when you're solo, that would be nice for the ships. Or I could have used some Thunderlord ammo, which in hindsight is probably what I should have done. Because look, I got like 52 in the mag, and it takes that long to take out. So here I'm just going to pop my Song of Flame. I've spoken lots in other solo GMs about how great Song of Flame is because it's going to allow me to use my weapons while I'm in the super. So we can stun that barrier and we take out all the adds that were with the barrier. And then there I ran up for ammo and I kind of screwed up because I think if I had pushed, then maybe these adds wouldn't have spawned in if I had stayed in mid. But unfortunately they spawn in, so we're just going to deal with them. And finally the ship is leaving at least. But yeah, we got a second wave of adds, which is unfortunate. But there you can see the Bleak Watcher is really, really nice for freezing all those adds. And then I'm just spamming glaive ammo like crazy. I friggin' love glaives. Kind of the first time I've ran a glaive since the day 1 raid. And yeah, it's just really, really good in this Nightfall in all honesty. So here, again, we're just taking out the gunship. Get a Hellion ready. Throw a Bleak Watcher for these adds that are going to come down. But again, this thing just takes so many shots. Super annoying. So there you can see the suspending burst when we throw 3 melees. And the reason I threw out my 3 melees was because I was fully charged anyways. And then when I pop Transcendence, we're going to get crazy fast cooldown on our melees. So here I'm just really trying to show the build in action, and you can see it's like suspending stuff. It's just really, really strong when you Transcended. I mean, it's strong anyways, but yeah, having the ability to suspend adds with your melee is just really, really good. And yeah, you don't even need a kill if you land all 3 of your melees on the same target. So like I said, super, super strong. And there, I had so much ammo on the ground, so like I said, I should have been using Thunderlord on the gunship. So we're just going to speed this bit up. Get a Bleak Watcher out there. And just start taking out all the enemies. So yeah, glaives, even in GMs, you can pretty much just stand in there and not have to worry about dying. It's so nice. So normally I'd use the melee a bit more on the glaive, but I'm trying to proc Volt Shot a lot. That's why I like go for the projectile kills and then reload. So here he's marked, as you can see, but unfortunately he's behind that pillar. But if I can get a kill, that would have caused the suspending burst and suspended all the Marauders and Vandals around that guy. Unfortunately, my Bleak Watcher hit the corner. So, like I said, that was very unfortunate. So we're just going to use our super here. And I think I messed this part up a little bit too. Yeah. I wasn't ready for the barrier to put up its thing. And when we're in our Song of Flame, the melee can't stun the barrier. Like Mataiodoxia Arcane Needles can, but the Song of Flame melee can't. So here we're in a rift, and we're pretty much just like tanking these enemies as they're hitting us. I don't know, like, probably faceted protection, I guess, but I was actually really shocked at the survivability that I had there. Like, I was just standing there while it was hitting me, and I was just dealing with the Overload Captain. And look how long we can extend our Transcendence, because we're always getting like so many kills, and I'm just like spamming stuff. So yeah, really I'm just kind of spamming my abilities and just seeing what the build has to offer. Like I said, it was pretty much my first time running it, and I'm super, super impressed. And I've talked about this a lot in my past videos too, but I'm so sick of the community like saying something is trash before ever getting their hands on it. because even though I've only really done like 1 GM, I can tell that this is a really strong exotic and I'm really gonna like playing with it in the future. So here you do have to get like a certain amount of damage for this, and it will say champs appeared. Yeah, so right there. Once the champs appeared, then you're good. So this part was a little sketchy. So I just throw my melees, get the suspend. Unfortunately, I think one of the overloads got out somehow, even though I had that Bleak Watcher turret like right in front of it. But yeah, anyways, we get behind it. And here, again, you can just see Thunderlord going crazy. Got our Bleak Watcher kind of in our way, but I don't know if it's actually blocking some of the shots from the enemies. And then there, I thought it was despawning and I tried to kind of throw around it, but unfortunately I hit the corner of the Bleak Watcher. So again, a lot of this gameplay was not perfect by any means, but even still, you can see how strong the build is. That's why I wanted to post this, just because I was really excited about this new exotic that I hadn't got to play with yet. And again, like I said, glaives are just so nice. You can just stand in there and just feel safe pretty much at all times. So here, just going to pick up some ammo. I'm searching for ammo. Unfortunately, there's none. So this part, I hate this part, but a Bleak Watcher is really nice for here. So we're just going to take out these Tracer Shanks. What I was going to do was get them both low and then kill them with my glaive so I could get amplified. But that didn't go to plan. So we throw a Bleak Watcher early. And then luckily Bleak Watchers last a really long time. There, I don't quite pick it up. Wait for this and then just run and slide. That'll help you move a little quicker with this arc charge. And you can see the Exploder Shank is frozen. And we're able to just deposit with no worries whatsoever. So yeah, that is super valuable because I can't tell you how many times I die there when I'm solo. I hate that part solo. Now we've got a Song of Flame, we've got a Bleak Watcher. So we're gonna do a little suspend. I should have had Threaded Blast on. I guess it wouldn't have made a difference because I don't have a strand weapon, never mind. But yeah, really just showing the build and how strong it is. And this is one for all kinetic tremors, so it is a really good like ad clear pulse rifle. And it's pretty nice on the barrier servitors too because you get free damage with kinetic tremors. So I'm not sure why I'm being so passive here. Yeah, just trying to get the stun on that guy. Proc Radiant. Unfortunately, it did regen its health. But we had Radiant going, we have Arc Surge on the Thunderlord, and we had Helion's kind of shooting it. So here, we're going to throw out a nade and then pop our super. Song of Flame is pretty busted. I suspect it will get a nerf in the future. So here, look at this. I go to use my glaive because I'm Radiant, so I was going to use my glaive to stop this barrier, but I'm hitting the Bleak Watcher. So yeah, that was definitely a bad mistake. And then I get pretty lucky here because sometimes these overloads will spawn behind me. So here again, I threw a freaking Bleak Watcher right in my path, so I couldn't stun the barrier. So like I said, I do get kind of lucky here because now the other ads are spawning in. So I need this barrier dead, and thank God I get the stun here. But I do hate how you can shoot your own Bleak Watcher. I know that now. I haven't played with Bleak Watcher in a while, so I don't know if I kind of forgot that or what. But yeah, almost cost me here for sure. So don't throw your Bleak Watchers in your line of sight. Definitely something you want to avoid. So unfortunately, I couldn't show how the melee will stun a barrier, but yes, it does stun it in one hit, even in GMs. So now here, I'm just going to farm up my Transcendence, and then we're going to deal with these Overload Captains. So yeah, you can see we get a lot of Transcendence, and there, that's a pretty big Suspending Blast. Like, he was in the corner, and I threw my 3 melees at the first one, and it was able to hit him way over there. So yeah, Transcendence is super freaking strong. Also, I almost died there just because I was expecting him to freeze or to just get stunned. So I'm not sure what exactly happened there. There we get another Suspending Blast. And yeah, just like I said, a super strong build. And that wasn't that smooth. It could have been quicker. I missed like 2 stuns on that barrier servitor, so that was unfortunate. So here, again, just looking for ammo. Luckily, there is a bit of heavy, which will come in handy because we've got 3 overloads coming up here. So try to get a suspending blast, but we don't hit too many of the enemies. And yeah, I hate this part solo too. With a team, it's easy. You can just run in there, use supers, whatever. It goes really quickly. But yeah, solo, this part can be a pain in the ass. There, I proc Radiant. And yeah, we're just going to keep proccing Kinetic Tremors to just deal damage and build up our Transcendence meter. And then the Unravel obviously coming in very handy as well. So that was super unfortunate. I love when adds teleport. That's just a super cool thing in Destiny. So yeah, wasn't expecting the barrier to TP like that, obviously. But it did give me time to get my Transcendence up, which is nice. So there I show it. Even though I had done some damage to the shield already, I just wanted to show the melee stunning the barrier champion. So yeah, this build, this is kind of my best long range option. So it's not great at this part. Sniper would be really nice for those Vandals in the back, but we manage. And then the Bleak Watcher really helped us out by freezing that one Vandal. And then we're just going to take out all these other adds. So yeah, Blast Furnace is really nice there because you could proc one for all, and then it chews through the adds pretty good. So we're going to get a Bleak Watcher out there, obviously. And then I probably pop Transcendence. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just leaving that drag on the left. I'm not too concerned. I just wanted to get a bunch of damage in on these captains. So yeah, now we get the Suspending Burst. And we just go to town. All 3 captains dead. I talked about this in my Titan video, but literally Transcendence is stronger than a super in that situation on overloads because those overloads slow. Sorry, those Transcendence grenades slow. So they're intrinsically stunning the overload captains. And then obviously that Suspending Burst is really nice too. So we use our Glaive, get him low, and then yeah. We're getting ready for the boss. So here, again, I'm just going to build up my Transcendence meter. There you can see Kinetic Tremors works with One for All. It was able to proc One for All. So then I was dealing a bit more damage with my Pulse Rifle, which was nice. I'm going to leave that one shank up because once I kill it, then the boss is going to spawn. So I wanted to get all the ammo I could first. And now I'm getting to my safety spot. So this is where I like to stand for the first 2 phases. And these phases go quite quick. Again, I was super impressed with this build. So we get a Kinetic Tremor proc, which is nice. A little bit of free damage. Get that nade out there. Get our melees, get the Suspending Burst. And then just pop a Song of Flame to really quickly push through this ad wave. So I'm only doing melees because he's close enough that my melee reaches fine and causes ignitions. And it drains my super slower than the grenade does. So I wanted to make my super last until we were able to get to the next damage phase. So yeah, Song of Flame is absolutely goated in this boss room. Yeah, it's just excellent. It allows you to bake even as a solo, which is really important on this boss. I never really figured out a good way to deal with this boss when solo if you don't bake him. Because this room gets a little hectic with the arc. Like, you don't have this corner because there's arc coming down this way. So we're going to use all our melees, and then we're going to pop Transcendence, and you can see we get like pretty much all our melees back. So we're just chucking melees, putting in damage. We get One for All procced with Kinetic Tremors again. Throw out the grenade every time we get it. And yeah, again, you can see how quickly these phases go, even solo, because Transcendence and Song of Flame is so freaking strong. Like Song of Flame on the first phase and then Transcendence on the next phase. So we whip out our Transcendent Grenade before we lose it. And then we are proccing One for All. And yeah, we're just going to take everything out. Really Oh, I thought that barrier had put up its shield, but it didn't. So there, again, you can see the melee getting the stun. Now I'm going to grab some more ammo. Get back to our safe spot just in time for him to put his shield up. So that just comes with experience and knowing how much time you have. So now we're actually full on Thunderlord ammo as well. And there again, you can see just a really easy stun. I've got my Transcendence back, and I almost have Song of Flame. So I pretty much played this boss room about as well as you can, like as far as popping super first, so that I'd have it for final stand, and then popping Transcendence on the second, and then getting it back. So I didn't know the boss rotates that far. I didn't expect this, and I actually take some good damage here. And I just have to back up a little more. So yeah, I didn't know that he rotates that far around, but even, yeah, these Exploder Shanks getting kind of close. Whatever, I'll just block with my glaive, and I'm pretty much protected. Obviously, if it explodes right on top of you, you're gonna die. But yeah, I was just able to shoot it. So now I'm trying to kind of get him to move over. I do not like where he is, because I can't really keep an eye on those shanks that are coming in. Normally he kind of stays in mid, and I play to the right of this thing. So yeah, just had to make a small adjustment, but it wasn't a huge deal. I can't hit shots to save my life there, wow. But I do proc one for all, and yeah, we're just going to take out more shanks. So the shanks do keep spawning for a while, but eventually they'll stop spawning. So here we're going to pop our Transcendence, then we deal more weapon damage, go in with Thunderlord. What I should have done was kind of stopped and reloaded my Thunderlord, but I didn't. And I should have thrown a Transcendence grenade there right before. So yeah, I kind of did that dumb, because I'm wasting my super. But we're Radiant now, and I'm just putting in damage with Thunderlord. We still have our super. We're just going to bake with Thunderlord, and dead. So yeah, like I said, I was extremely impressed with this build. Tons of fun. Definitely going to be running it more in GMs in the future. And yeah, I just wanted to post that. I hope you found it helpful and informative. And if you did, then a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. And if you're still watching, then thanks for watching to the end. Take care.